All right, folks, I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. We have some breaking news out of DC. It is going down. We have spotted Brad Garlinghouse and Stuart Alderati heading in for settlement talks with the SEC. That's right, folks. Now, this was scheduled, but we didn't know the exact day, right? So imagine a brother and sister who don't get along, right? We got the SEC and Ripple, and the parent, in this case, the judge, said, you two are going to get together. We're going to have some settlement talks before this case concludes. And so we knew that it was set to happen. We just didn't know the exact date, but now it is official. I'm going to show you guys, and we have pictures out of DC, Brad Garlinghouse and Stuart Alderati going in to meet with the SEC. It is going down. Now, this doesn't guarantee a settlement. In fact, many people are still suggesting that the chances of a settlement are slim to none. But nonetheless, it is going down in DC. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. I'm going to show you guys what we're working with here. Couple data points that just came out today, and then we'll talk about this settlement. Now, quick notice, yesterday I did a live show, our Thursday night live, and I don't know if it was my issues on my computer, if our stream was being attacked, if we were a little bit too over the target. So if you go back to watch last night's live show, you're going to see a couple issues there, but we did power through, and my apologies that it wasn't the most smooth stream last night. We were under attack. That's what happens when you get over the target. But nonetheless, folks, we're going to bring it to you here real quick. Let's get started out by looking at the charts. Bitcoin back down to 69,600 is where we're trading at right now. We did come back and back test slightly below 69,000 very quickly. We'll continue to watch it. XRP at 62.5 cents, and we did see that earlier this morning, XRP did spike up to about 64.5 cents. Okay, a little bit of action. We'll see if the news of the settlement talks between the SEC and Ripple does anything to price action, but you can already feel the energy building, the momentum for the XRP community. It's already cooking. It's getting a little hotter over here. And I'm telling you right now that when this thing goes, it is going to absolutely rip. Now, let's take a look here, folks. This morning, we got the PCE inflation data, the Fed's preferred inflation measure, rising to 2.5% in line with expectations, along with the core PCE inflation going to 2.8. That's exactly where the expectations were at as well. But now we officially have CPI, PPI, and PCE. All of the different gauges are rising. And so is higher for longer back is the question that the Kobesi letter poses. And we've been saying that higher for longer never left. The market's been delusional, thinking that we were getting 6 rate cuts last year, 7 rate cuts this year, and they've been delusional, right? And the markets are trading up back up to a new all-time high for the S&P 500 earlier today. And we'll be watching. I think that we're actually going to potentially see markets should be, I don't know if they're open or not on Monday, but nonetheless, these markets completely upside down, right? Any news is good news for these markets, completely disconnected from the reality. But we've been warning that the Fed's going to have to keep these rates higher for longer. Now Powell coming out and speaking today, reiterating that the Fed doesn't need to be in a hurry to cut rates. Okay. Now we move on over to this one right here from Market Watch. Powell says he doesn't see elevated risk of a recession, but he doesn't rule it out. He says we have a chance at that outcome. So he's not ruling out a recession completely, and he is acknowledging that it's going to have to stay higher for longer. We can't rush to cut those rates, and so expect the market to adjust from here. But nonetheless, once again, we've been talking and warning about it's about making as much income as possible right now, not only so that we can survive during this inflation period, but also that we can take advantage of the opportunity, this transfer of wealth, right? Now, folks, let's get right on into it. So we have conversations that are ongoing. This has been confirmed by multiple sources. It's available right now on the Court Listener, the Pacer website, right? This is assigned to Judge Torres, referred to Judge Netburn. Okay, what's going on here? Settlement conference. You guys can see this right here, March 29th, 2024, settlement conference. And so somebody else had posted this. It got added to the docket for this case, and it's now being confirmed on the Pacer Court Listener website as well. Multiple sources, and then we do have a Brad Garlinghouse and a Stuart Alderati that have been spotted in DC. Let's get it done. Love to see it. Now, as Mark Fagel, who is a former SEC official, he comes in and comments, And he's putting out a little joke here. He thinks he's a funny guy. He says it means the parties have settled. Ripple will pay $2 billion, and it is now illegal for you to trade XRP. No, sorry, I read that wrong. It's a mandatory pre-hearing settlement conference, part of the original scheduling order. Odds of settlement about 0. So he is reiterating that the settlement, the chances of it are slim to none. You guys let me know in the comments down below. Do you think that a settlement is going to be taking place? He says, to be clear, this is my assumption. I have no actual knowledge of this. So he's just throwing out his speculation for what it's worth. But he does add in right here that he doesn't see why there would be a settlement. The money is unlikely to be the sticking point. And if they can't resolve bigger issues, I don't see them bothering with settlement, just the financial component. But Hubert does come in and he comments, he says they won't have a settlement conference without the judge having received settlement proposals from both sides. This doesn't just happen by accident. And so basically this is what Judge Torres had ordered. We were expecting them to have these settlement conversations where both sides got to, sit down at the table, whether you like each other or not, right? I know you're not getting along with your sibling, but we're going to make you guys sit down and hash it out, right? Well, this is what's taking place right now, and it's going to be very interesting to see if anything does come of this, but you can just feel it in the air, can't you, right? We got about 34 days until XRP Vegas, the momentum in the XRP community. We have a 2-week countdown now for AMM. The fix has now been accepted and voted on. So in 2 weeks' time, the AMM fix goes live, and we'll be doing the AMM deal once again. Massive utility coming to the XRP ledger. I'll be talking about that in another video that will be dropping later today. So make sure you guys have subscribed, hit that notification bell, and drop in the comments down below. Do you believe that we're going to see a settlement in the SEC versus Ripple case? And if not, how big of a slap of the wrist is Judge Torres going to give us, right? I think that we're talking sub 50 million. You guys let me know in the comments down below. We're going to keep the updates coming. I hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend, and all of our resources are available for you guys at zachrector.com. God bless you all. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.